talk about the TV deal again?
No, because there's no real news. Like Tony said, there's like that was the shortest press scrum of all time. Let's keep them that way.
Yeah.
He just said there's, I mean, like maybe 90% chance we hear something in a month. It sounds like they're just trying to like iron out the final details. Like they seemed pretty comfortable on it.
Yeah, well, so BJ, and he's tweeted this, so it's not. I'm not revealing private conversations because we do have private convo with him.
We do.
He's saying it's completely done. It's 100% done, and I've heard from two other people, who I think BJ probably also talks to. So, but they're not talking to the same people, but they have shared information. That are also saying that this whole finish line thing and this 90%, it's all bullshit. Like at this point, they're just waiting to announce it.
Mhm.
And we're looking at them possibly getting close to a $1 billion TV deal when it's all said and done. And not only that, I can't say the name of the network, although I did hear what the name of the network is.
It seems like it's in Discords now. Can we say the name of the network?
What Discord is it in?
Our old stomping grounds?
Yeah, but is it in the public or private?
Public?
Oh, it is. In the AEW chatter?
AEW chatter.
Hold on. Let me search AEW chatter. Okay, this is bad radio.
Someone tagged me and I couldn't find my tag, so I got read the last like 2 days worth of stuff from there, and I don't spend a lot of time in the Discords. I'm a busy guy.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe you that it's in there. I couldn't find it right now. I just ran a search, but so there is. We'll keep this on the Patreon too. I'll just clip the all out recap show for YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all the people are here for. So I heard that, and you've heard, and it's out there, I guess, in the ether, that AEW not only has a TV deal on the table, already signed, ready to be announced with Warner Brothers Discovery.
I have a theory they're going to announce that on the 5th anniversary Dynamite.
Yeah, I probably. Yeah, because there's no real. They're not a publicly traded company, and they don't need to have benchmarks to hit. You know what I mean? So like, they don't have stockholders to appease, so they can just announce it when they can announce it. It doesn't really matter. And AEW doesn't really make up a significant part of WBD's portfolio, so they're probably not really worried about announcing it either. So that deal is done. It's signed. It is done, and Max is included. It's all going to be there. The more interesting part, which has come out in the last couple of days, is them having another network in play, possibly a Fox network, probably not Big Fox, but possibly a Fox network. And for this new show, Shockwave, that's coming out. And I think that Fox canceling SmackDown and then signing AEW to a television rights deal would send shockwaves throughout the pro wrestling world.
Which is kind of what Tony said. So someone in I'll just say the FGM Discord said, what if AEW took SmackDown's time slot, LOL, and someone that you and I both know, I don't want to name him because I mean that's in a Discord, and someone you and I both know and are friends with, said I wouldn't LOL that.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're saying? Okay. I mean that stuff's out there, so
it's out there. Like, so I mean, like Garrett, I think it was Garrett said probably FS1, right? This is, I guess, this is in the Discord, and this is just for our friends who listen to this. So like,
who are probably in that Discord chat.
Or anyway, so yeah, good point. So like, but there's another person who didn't poo-poo the idea of maybe it going to network, but I would be surprised if that happened. Quite frankly, the idea of AEW having another show makes me want to run my face into a wall personally. Although I don't watch Rampage and Collision because I don't have the time.
Feel free to have another show, AEW. I'm not watching it. In fact, I'm getting to the point now where Dynamite's kind of a chore, just not because of the overall quality. I think for the most part, it's always pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's just there's just so much out there, and it's like if I can't keep up with all of it, it's hard. Sometimes I just don't want to keep up with any of it.
I agree.
I agree. I think I'm gonna be. Unless there is a appetite for me to do recaps and people want to pay for me to do Dynamite recaps, which I have never done. I don't think that I'm going to be forcing myself to make sure that I watch Dynamite every week, but I will force myself to watch the pay-per-view because I don't have to force myself. I look forward to the pay-per-views because I think nobody in the world does pay-per-view like AEW.
I agree with that. So if this is our Patreon. If people wanted like similar to what Joe does, if people wanted a Dynamite recap audio, I would consider doing that if our audience was interested. Because you got Bracer. We were supposed to have Betamax, and my buddy hasn't really reached out again, which I had a bad feeling that would happen. But it's there if he ever wants. So like, I'd always, especially right now, it's just such a difficult thing to write and do stuff. So I could probably lay down 10, 20 minutes of audio. If let me know. Like, let us know. If you guys want that, I would do something solo with Dynamite every week. Let me know.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. But yeah, so that TV deal is coming. Tony Khan said 90%. Maybe the 90% part is not the WBD part. It might be that Fox part. Maybe. Because I think the people that are talking are within the WBD community, because Andrew Zarian and those guys, they actually have friends that actually work for WBD. Andrew Zarian is so funny. He talks about, like, because of my business, I have access to these TV execs. It's like, bro, you work at a titty bar. Let's just it's like, because they frequent your titty bar, you have access to all these people, and he's able to make friends with them. But Score is legendary. Howard Stern, back in the day, Ronnie the limo driver, used to run that joint.
Dude, is that where he works? Is that Score? Yeah. Is that really? Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize it was that titty bar. That's legend. That is a legendary one. It is a great place to pick up information, though, when you think about it.
Well, because you got those old creepy execs that just hang out at those places. They're all predators, So hang out.
Yeah, that's true. That's fascinating. I didn't. Yeah, interesting. Do you think there's smoke to this fire with Fox? What do you think about that?
I do. I don't think that. I don't think those guys would be talking about it in that Discord if they didn't think it was true.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's
because because in that specific Discord, there's been times where somebody put out something and didn't have quite all the information. There's a lot of blowback because of it, and a lot of trolling happened because of that. And I'm like, so people are a bit more careful when they talk. So
it's fascinating. That would cause some shockwaves. Tony has the lamest names for his shows. He really does. I don't know. I'm fascinated to see what happens. Someone said, I did see him too, it would be the Ring of Honor show on Fox. I'm like,
no.
Is that really what you want to do?
No.
If it's on FX1, then who cares? But I mean, if you did get it on regular Fox,
I highly doubt it's gonna be on regular Fox, because they just brought up, for that Friday time slot, they just brought up football, and Fox is not going to put, like, on regular big Fox. They're Monday through Thursday. That's like their prime time, big time television shows. They're not doing anything like that. And then they have college football on Friday nights now. So
college football doesn't run year round, though.
It doesn't, but you're only going to have AEW be seasonal on Fox.
Why would you hate that, Mike?
No, I would rather it just not be there, but I think they would want a 52-week-a-year programming and some sustained.
But if they're not paying that much for it, I mean, like, you theoretically. Okay, I don't hate this idea, actually. And I know this isn't going to happen. I'm going to spitball. Yeah. I don't think it's real. I don't think the idea of a seasonal TV show would be a bad thing. I think part of the problem with wrestling sometimes is the fact that it's 52 weeks a year, and it doesn't feel special. Like, Saturday Night's Main Event back in the day was cool because it was only once a month.
Yeah, and that's coming back, by the way.
Oh, is it really? Huh.
Yeah.
Boy, another WWE show. Boy, they're really overloading us with wrestling right now. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to this TV deal being done and announced, just so we can stop talking about it. I feel like we've been talking about this for 2 years.
We have. I went through the archives. It's been over 2 years.
Have we really been talking about this for 2 years? Jesus.
Yeah, because remember when Punk was hurt, and then he came back and he's like one Bill Phil and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it was even before that. So yeah.
God, that was a long time ago. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to this All Out show. So JD, you were there, and hold up, we got name cannot be blank. I wish you just tell me your name. Like, what is your actual name? I want to know what your Patreon name is.
Tell me your name.
Yeah, he says maybe not weekly, but I think Fox giving AW quarterly show on Big Fox in the SmackDown time slot would be a good idea. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think so too.
I think that would be cool.